Hello, I'm Dr. Nakiba Jackson. Thank you for joining. This is Freedom Fridays. It's probably not Friday because it's not Friday here. So thank you for joining. Freedom Fridays is a channel that I started or created that has been allowing me to show you my wellness journey as I'm freeing up the weight of my past to allow me to free up my future. And I've been releasing weight. I've been releasing just different things that I've been dealing with. And thank you for joining this week. So last week, my video didn't post. I was having some difficulties posting it. And to be honest, I got a little frustrated, even though I did a video and I just decided not to post it. I actually had another video posted, getting ready to post for today, this version of Freedom Friday, and I was having difficulty. So I recognize that I'm the source of all this. So I said, rather than staying stuck in the story mode, what I will do is still post a Freedom Friday. So once again, thank you for joining. If you've been following my journey, I've been releasing some weight. I've been doing different things, and I've moved within the past few months. And as I've been moving, I've been coming up with the strategy for my new normal on what's it going to take for me to get to the goals that I've established for myself. And the last week's Friday that wasn't posted, I shared with you that I was successful in losing some weight. This past Friday, I was pretty much at the same weight, but I've been very good at staying with the plan that I have been doing, which is making sure I stay committed to my workouts. My eating is not perfect, but it's still a work in progress. So this week, what I wanted to talk to you about is the freedom to just enjoy the moment and to not be in a rush. This past week, one of the things that I've been consistent with working out. I've been working towards my meal plans, finding out what's working for me, and then with my daughter being in school, just being two of us, and pretty much being in a different country, I've been working through, I guess, just some issues. And what I'll say is those issues are created by myself because I created the situation for us to be here. I created pretty much all these situations. So I had to start asking myself what was going on with me. And then I had a moment where my daughter and we were just talking, and I was like, I want to travel and do all these different things. And, we're here, we're traveling. However, the picture I had in my mind is not the current reality that I'm in. And working through some of those things that I've been dealing with, I'm like, I got to get out and do more. And realizing that I'm still working, I still get to do other things. And so one of the things that my daughter and I talked about, she shared with me that when you wake up every morning and you realize that you're here, that's the thing that you can celebrate. She said, because you're here right now, that's something way different than where you were before. And I was like, yeah, but blah, blah, blah. So we kind of had this conversation back and forth. And it really allowed me to take some time to reflect on what she was saying, and then back to reflecting about what it was my original goal and what I wanted to do for myself and for her. And so I came to this epiphany, which was, what are you in a rush to do? Yes, the time is going to go by quickly when I look back. But while I'm in the moments, I get to learn how to enjoy those moments, meaning have a plan. But if the plan doesn't work out exactly the way that I have it, I'm still here in the moment, and I get to enjoy those moments that I'm in. And so I started asking myself, what am I in a rush for? I've had people to tell me, when are you coming back? When the next time you're coming back? Then I was looking at tickets to fly. And I'm like, that's kind of derailing or defeating the purpose to come here and then in the next few months fly. And what am I searching for? So I'm like, I'm here. I get to embrace the fact that I'm here, that I get to create a new version of my life in a new place. And then I get to continue to build myself up, build my daughter up, and then just experience the world as we're in. And so what wanted to share with you is don't be in such a rush to get to the next thing. Don't be in such a rush that you don't enjoy the moments that you're in. What will end up happening is if you're in such a rush, you forget to take the time to truly embrace where you are right now. Um, Reflect on where you come from, and not saying you can't think about where you're going, but as you're thinking about where you're going, you still got to be in the moment that you're in. It's like driving. So, like when I'm driving and I'm going from one destination to another, um, I know I'm going to get there, right? And while I'm on the process of getting there, if I'm driving, I don't want to always be concerned about, well, what's the weather going to be like once I get there? I wonder who's going to be there. I wonder what they're doing. All this other stuff. It doesn't matter. What matters is the now version that I'm in. So, like driving, some of the things that I like to do: listen to different kinds of music, um, listening to some different audible books, having conversations with my daughter. Um, Even if I end up talking to someone while I'm along the way, those are some of the things that I don't always get to do or get to enjoy doing while I'm in those moments. So um, instead of being so focused on, hey, when I get there, this is what I'm going to do, focus on what I'm doing in the now. As long as I'm not stopping my progress to get there, and whatever I'm doing is working towards me getting there, that's what makes the big difference. So that's what I want to share. Make sure you don't be in such a rush to get where you're going and to get to that particular destination, or even with the goals that we're talking about, everything takes some level of time for you to get there. And it's about the journey, not the destination. Because once you get to the destination, then you get to start working towards the next thing that you're going to do, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. And a lot of times we so focus on what we're going to do next as opposed to focusing on where we are right now. What are we doing right now? And making sure we're enjoying those moments. Because if you're enjoying the moments that you're in right now, it's always going to be a moment where you're progressing to something new and something different. So, we get to stay focused on what our goals are. We get to stay focused on the destination that we're going to. In the process of all those things that we get to focus on, we also get to focus on the current version that we're in now, or the life that we're living right now, and making sure we're enjoying it. Sit down and relax, bask in the fact that you're living, bask in the fact that you got a chance to breathe, bask in the fact that you're not the same person today that you were yesterday, that you're growing, that you're learning, and that you're still living this life, and you still got a chance to live and work towards anything that you want, that you still get to experience, your friends, your family. You get to experience the things that are important to you. Experience those things in the now, and don't be so focused on where you're going to be at, because if you spend more time focusing on where you're going to be at than enjoying where you are right now, you end up missing it. You'll end up missing life. Life is for the living. We live and we breathe. So everything that we do, it requires us to commit to something. As we're committing to something, we still get to commit to enjoying the moments that you're in. Like I said, don't be in such a rush to get where you're going, where you end up missing the presence that you're in. One of the things that I was challenged to do before I left was go, spend some time to spend some time with Candace and I, and we were going places that we hadn't been since we've been there, or just take trips where it's just the two of us, or where we were enjoying each other. And we went a couple of places, like as long as we lived in Georgia, we had never been to Savannah, so we got to go to Savannah. We got to go to the beach and enjoy it. Then, of course, we went to visit our family um, in Louisiana. It was just like some moments that we had planned pre-pandemic, and it didn't happen the way that we planned, and so we got to do it. It was did we drive? Yeah, we drove because it was a last minute plan. It wasn't something like we were like, oh, we're doing this. It was things that we got to do because I couldn't go too far away, and I couldn't spend too much time away because we had so much, everything that we got to do. So those 4 weeks in that month were really weeks that were good weeks, because I look back at the pictures and I'm excited about it, and those are memories that we have, whether we have the pictures or not. We still have those moments. And had I been so focused on the fact that I was coming here, there were some things I would have missed out. We didn't get to do everything that we wanted to do. We didn't get to see everybody that we wanted to see. Everything just didn't work out exactly as planned, but we took advantage of the moments that we're in, so we have that time to reflect. Because the next times when we, get together with some people we might not have seen, or people, time is going to be past, and it'll mean that much more once we get there. So even as I'm working on this journey that I'm on, like I'm not saying like don't be in such a rush to lose the weight. Don't be in such a rush to do this. I'm just saying, even for me, take some time to reflect on where I'm at, why I'm where I'm at, and if I'm going in the right direction. Enjoying the moments that I get. So like even this morning, I got to get up and go to the gym. There was some things that I was so busy focused on everything else. I want to do this and I want to do that. Those things aren't happening and they haven't come yet. So why am I so focused on those things which haven't happened when I have the ability to influence my present moment? So that's what I want to share with you on Freedom Friday, on this Freedom Friday edition, because it's definitely not Friday where I'm at, and just being totally authentic. However, I want to post because my videos haven't posted in the past couple of weeks. So I hope you have gotten something great out of this, and I will join in next week. See you later. Bye.